Correct. Is my screen visible? Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
So basically, when we want to test whether the two variables are related with each other or not. Suppose one variable is there which is A, second variable is there which is B. Okay. And if we want to check whether the relationship is exists between both the variable, then we use correlation, right? Then we use correlation. If you are having two variables, one is independent and other one is dependent, and you want to check whether both there is whether there is interdependency, any relationship between both the variable, then one numerical measure is there which is called as correlation. Correlation gives you about the idea of whether the relationship is exist or not, right? Or whether the positive relationship is exist or not, or negative relationship is exist or not, right? If I want to measure whether what exactly the amount of relationship, what exactly the value of interdependency between both the variables, then at the time I will use regression, right? At that time I will use regression. In correlation, I can check only whether the relationship or interdependencies exist or not. But in what percentage both the variables are interdependent, that I can calculate by the regression, right? One more benefit of regression is that when when you want to calculate or express dependent variable in terms of number of number of independent variable, listen it carefully. When you want to calculate the value of dependent variable in terms of number of independent variable, then you can prefer which method? Regression method, right? Multiple regression, single regression, number types of regressions are there. By the regression equation, you can calculate the value of dependent variable which are based on or dependent on number of independent variables. Agree? But when number of variables are there, number of variables are there, and I want to check the interdependency or significance of relationship between all these variables, then I will prefer ANOVA, analysis of variance. What is variance? What is the meaning of variance? Hmm. What is the meaning of variance?
Ma'am, variance, it means it shows the variability of the data, the spread of the data.
Variability of the data or spread of the data. Then how much variation is available in A, B, C, and D, and how much variation is available in their interdependency when the value of one variable change, what will be the effect on the other variable, that can be measured by ANOVA. Class, are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
So the story is it depends on the requirement, or it depends on the query whether we go for the correlation or regression or ANOVA. In ANOVA, number of steps are there, right? Here, the first value which we can consider is null hypothesis, and the other one is alternate hypothesis. We apply the number of mathematical rules and compare the p-value, right? P-value and alpha value. Alpha value significance value, or usually available in the questions. Okay. When you compare both the value, when p-value is greater than alpha, rejection of null hypothesis is there. Okay. Rejection of H0. When p-value is less than alpha, not rejection of null hypothesis. Rejection of null hypothesis, what does it mean? It means acceptance of alternative hypothesis. Not rejection of null hypothesis means what? Rejection of alternative hypothesis. Right? So in ANOVA, we consider null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. We'll apply the number of mathematical formula with F statistics of F or F test, and we compare the p values, right? P value with the alpha value. If the calculated p value is greater than alpha, it reflects the rejection of null hypothesis. If it is less than alpha, it reflects the rejection of alternative hypothesis. Whatever you want to prove, is there relationship exists between the variable. So here we can represent, okay, there is a relationship exist. There is no relationship exists between the variable. So here I can consider, yes, there is some relationship between the variable. Such type of consideration you can assume with null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis, right? This is the whole story. Now let's see how to calculate it mathematically. Is this clear, class?
Yes, ma'am.
First, we'll discuss this by theoretical uh, way, and then after we'll calculate all the values on Excel. So analysis of variance. Analysis of variance is a technique that allow us to compare two or more populations of interval data. Populations, whole data, right? Two or more. We compare the populations of dataset. An extremely powerful and widely used procedure, a procedure which determines whether differences exist between the population means. Population means meant what?
The whole data.
Population means is what? Mean of whole data. Right now? Mean means what?
Yes, ma'am. Average.
Average. Correct. So whether there is a difference between X first population, then second population, then third population, right? A procedure which works by analyzing sample variance. Every time we use sample variance, population 1, mean is mu1, variance is sigma 1. This is mean x1 bar, variance is sigma 1 bar. This is for population 1, actual value, calculated value, actual, then sample, then actual, then sample. Right? We can understand this. We have a whole data set. We have a whole data set or the population. This one, this is my population, right? In this population, my mean is mu and deviation from mean is sigma, right? Now I am having one sample whose mean is mu1 and distribution of data is like this, right? Second mean is here mu2 and distribution of data is like this, right? Third mean is mu3 this is the distribution of it. Are you with me, class? This is what? Sample 1, this is sample 2, this is sample 3, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, which is more closer to the actual population mean, or which sample is having a less difference?
Ma'am, second.
Second. Why?
Ma'am, it is because it is closer to the mean of
Mean
the
value.
total population.
Exactly, right? So here we calculate the difference between this, and difference between this. This will be our alternate hypothesis, right? Means what will be our alternate hypothesis? Yes, there is some difference between the means of population with the sample 1, sample 2 and sample 3, right? Now, so what will be our alternative hypothesis? There is no difference, means you can consider this mu 0. Mu 0 will be equal to mu 1 equal to mu 2, then mu 3, right? Are you with me, class?
Yes, ma'am.
So again, two terminologies are there: mean between the variables, mean within the variable. Mean between the variables means this one, difference between this to this, mu 0 to mu 1, mu 2, mu 3. Mean between the, or variation within the distribution or within the variable means here in the distribution itself. I repeat, when the term is mean difference between the variables means mu 0, mu 1, mu 2, mu 3. Mean difference or mean variation within the distribution means between this, right? So, 1 minute, only 1 minute. So, let's discuss the terminologies which are associated with this. Here, x is a response variable and its values are responses. Population means or grand means can be represented by x double bar is the mean of all the observation. Mean of all the observation, right? This is mean 1, mean 2, mean 3. You can calculate the mean of all the observation, that will be your grand mean. Okay. Population classification criteria is called factor, and each population is having the factor level. Factor means what? Population classification criteria. Population sampling criteria. This can be considered as population sampling criteria. One sample is from the top, closer to mean. Second sample is from the right. Third sample is from the left. How many factors are there? How many factors are there? Hello. Am I audible?
3, ma'am.
Three factors. So population classification criteria is called factor, and each population is having the factor level, okay, associated with the factor level. Now see, this is the case study. Read this case study first. To help this question, financial analysts randomly sampled 366 American households and asked each to report the age of the head of the household and the portion of financial assets that are invested in the stock market. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, these are the categories. Okay. The analyst was particularly interested in determining whether the ownership of stock varied by age. So these are the age and category. Do this data allowed the analysis to determine that there are differences in stock ownership between four age group? This is what, tell me. Do these data allow the analyst to determine that there are differences in stock ownership between the four age group? This is what this is the hypothesis which we can test by the ANOVA. Agree or not?
Yes, ma'am.
I repeat, do these data allow the analyst to determine that there are differences in stock ownership between four age groups? Four variables are there, and we
Yes,
want to check yes,
yes, ma'am. We can
and
say.
we
Yes,
want
ma'am.
to
They are
check
having four categories, na?
yes.
So that's why.
Four groups are there, means four variables are there, and we want to check the differences between these four variables, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I repeat, the analyst was particularly interested in determining whether the ownership of stock varied by age. First thing, right? These are the four categories: A, B, C, D. Okay. Do these data allow the analyst to determine that there are four differences? Okay, so we have to calculate differences. There are differences in stock ownership between four age groups. Means in the query, it is clear that four groups are there, and we want to check the differences or variation in between four age groups, and the data related with stock ownership. What it reflects, this whole information reflects there must be some tool which can check or which can calculate the differences or variation in between four variables, right? So we can conclude that okay, we can go for the ANOVA. Are you with me? See,
Yes, ma'am.
calculation of ANOVA is easy, but when to use it is difficult. All this information reflects that okay, we have to use here ANOVA test. Why? Because we want to check the differences between four variables. Are you with me, class? Yes. Class.
Yes, ma'am.
Once we have decided, okay, we will go for the ANOVA, then what to do? Consider the null hypothesis, then consider the alternative hypothesis. Percentage of total asset investment in the stock market is the response variable, and actual percentage are the responses in this example. Okay. Population classification criteria is called factor. The age category is a factor, right now? We have discussed population classification criteria is called factor, right? We have just discussed here. This is our first age difference, second age difference, third age difference, and one more category is there, which is the fourth age difference. Are you with me? So the population criteria, classification criteria is a factor. Age category is the factor we are interested in. This is the only factor under consideration. One way analysis of variance, because we have to calculate the variation or the impact of variation with respect to a single variable. So this is what one way analysis or one way ANOVA, right? Each population has factor level. There are four factor levels: young, early, middle age, and late middle age, and senior, right? Now, see the null hypothesis. The null hypothesis in this case will be H0 is equal to mu1, mu2, mu3, mu4. What does it mean? It means that there is no difference between the population means. Class, are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Mu are the variables, four
Mu,
variables.
mu are the sample means, mean of first category.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not the sample variable. This is the mu1 of this age group. This is mu2. This is mu3, and this is mu4. Is there any difference between the four age groups? Stock ownership between the four age groups? There is no difference. What does it mean? The average of all the values, all the categories will be equal, right now? So how to tax this mu1, mu2, mu3, mu4? There is no difference between the population means. See here, there is no difference between the population means, right? So what should be the alternative hypothesis? There is at least two means which is having difference, either mu1 or mu2 or mu2 or mu3, anyone, either this one or this one or this one. Class, are you with me?
Ma'am, can you tell it once again, please?
Hmm. See, what we want to check? We want to check whether there are differences. That's the reason I repeat this slide number of times. Four categories are there in the case study. Analysts want to check whether there is a whether the ownership of stock varied by age, means there is any variation in the ownership of stock with respect to age. With respect to age, with respect to age means only one single variable. We have to check the variation with respect to a single variable, right? What does it mean? It is a one way ANOVA. Now, is determined that there are differences in stock ownership between four age groups. Differences means, is there any variation? So how to represent this? We can represent this by the H0 and H1, right?
Yes, ma'am.
There is no difference in the population means. This should be my H0. How to represent this in mathematical term? These are the four category already given. The average of these four category is mu1, mu2, mu3, and mu4, right? So there is no difference between the population means. What does it mean? Mu1 equal to mu2 equal to mu3 equal to mu4. Now, what should be then H1 alternative hypothesis? There is some difference, or there is some variation between at least two averages. Either mu1 is not equal to mu2 or mu3 or mu4, right? Class.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now my question is why we consider here two differences, at least two differences. Why these two here? Tell me.
Ma'am, if there is no two difference, it will be similar to the null hypothesis only. If there is one difference, say suppose U3 is not equal to U4 and U1 is equal to U2 and
You are
U2 is
not,
equal to
no, no,
U3.
no. You are not getting the question. At least two means differ.
Ma'am, at
There is
least means
no difference.
minimum two should be different.
Exactly. Minimum should two should be there na for this difference, right? If I write here 10, now tell me it is greater or less. 10 is greater number or lesser number? Tell me.
Greater.
How? There is no other value for the comparison. How can you decide it is
Right, right.
greater or
Yes,
less?
yes, yes, yes.
Right?
Hmm.
So, so for the difference, there should be two values, x1 and x2. Either both can be equal, either both can be not equal. X1 is not equal to x2. When both are equal, there is no difference. Both are having same value. 10 is equal to 10. There is no difference in the variation or in the population means. Yes, there is some variation. Here I am getting the average is 8 and here I am getting average is 10. Yes, there is some variation in the data. Are you getting my point? This is the theoretical form. This is the mathematical form, right? So if you want to show there is some different, there must be at least two means will be there. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Either mu1 is not equal to mu2 or mu1 is not equal to mu. There must be two means will be there which are not having the same value. What does it mean? It means there is some difference between the population means, right? Whenever the logical operators are there, listen it carefully. Whenever you use logical operator, there must be two values. Then only it will reflect some decision, right?
Yes, ma'am. After comparison.
Yes, a logical operator means equal, greater, less, not equal to, right? All these are the logical operator which we can use in the decision sign. They result either in 1 or 0. One means true or yes, and other means false. This is the mathematical logic. When I want to use in my program or in my mathematical model, I will use this by if else statement. If condition satisfied, or if it returns 1, print yes. If returns 0, print no. Right now, you enter your login name and password. If there is some change, there is some variation, automatically system reflect what there is wrong password or wrong username. How they will decide? It is decided by the comparison operator, right? Whatever you insert here as a password, it compared by the password stored in the database. Again, one mathematical logic will be there, process will be there. If both values are same, it returns 1. Okay, password is correct. If not same or not equal, then it returns 0. Password is wrong. Are you with me?
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, regarding this null hypothesis, we are saying there is no difference for all the four quantities, and
Hmm.
in alternative, we are saying at least two.
Hmm.
So in this case, we will take like mu1 is equal to mu2, and I mean mu1 is not equal to mu2, and
Hmm.
mu3 is not equal to mu4. At least two means are differ from each other.
Yes.
Yeah, and if there is a case where mu2 is equal to mu3, like for example,
Hmm.
10,
Hmm.
8, 8, 12.
Hmm.
So 8 is equal to 8. I mean, second mean is equal to third mean.
Yes.
So in this case, in which case it will be applicable? In null hypothesis or alternative hypothesis? There
In
is a
null hypothesis.
no, but null hypothesis say there is no difference between
Yes. So
population
the
and
so your first mean is 10.
yeah,
Then
ma'am.
second is 8.
Yeah,
Then third one is 8.
yeah,
Then fourth one is
12.
12.
Yes,
Then
ma'am.
two values are there na, which are not equal.
But the two values which are equal, na, ma'am.
At least two. Two
Okay.
values are equal, but for the null hypothesis, all the values should be equal. There is no at least value term here,
Acha.
right?
Yes, ma'am. So
Right?
this
If
case
you are
under
having, this is the case of null hypothesis. This is the case of
alternate.
alternative hypothesis,
Yes, ma'am.
right?
Yeah, ma'am.
If
Got.
4, 5 or 6 means are there, then at the time mu4 is equal to mu5, mu5 is equal to mu6, means all are here on this line. Okay, means it is having complete symmetry, means there is no variation. देखो मैथमेटिकल जो वैल्यू रिफ्लेक्ट होगा उसी का आपको इंटरप्रिटेशन करना है और वॉट एवर द लॉजिक यू आर अप्लाइंग इट विल रिटर्न यू इन टर्म्स ऑफ मैथमेटिकल वैल्यू both should be having the same meaning, right? I write here x1 is greater than equal to x2, so x1 value should be greater than equal to x2 numerically also. Are you
Yes, ma'am.
getting my point?
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
So these are the now everything is decided h0 h1. Now what is the next step? Number of mathematical processes. Okay, so here mu1 mu4 is of interest of us, a statistics that measure proximity of sample means to each other. Now
I will send you it. Pehla paisa there something is there.
Yeah,
The same
paper
thing.
one or this one?
Sorry, ma'am.
such a statistics exit is called between treatment variation. First is SST. SST is calculated by this formula, sum of squares for treatments. Sum of squares for treatment. Okay, you can calculate it by this formula. Then SST gives us the between treatment variation between the sample. A second statistic SSE, sum of squares of error, measure the within treatment variation. SSE to calculate by this, SSE to calculate by this. In the second formula, it is easier to see it provides a measured or amount of variation here. Okay, we can expect from the random variable we have observed. Don't go for here and there. This is the formula to calculate sum of square of error. This is the formula to calculate sum of square of treatment. Okay, SST and SSE. Now SST, this is the formula. If it were the case of this one, you will get SST 0 or all hypotheses would be supported. Okay. A small value of SST supports the null hypothesis. A large value of SST supports the alternative hypothesis. Remember it. A small value of SST means it is closer to 0. It supports null hypothesis because in that case x1, x2, x3, x4 will be equal. If all are equal, that difference will be equal to 0. What does it mean? It supports the null hypothesis, right? In graphical way, this is my x bar bar population, right? Now my x1 is here somewhere, okay, somewhere here. This is my, sorry, this is x1, x2 is somewhere here closer to x grand mean, Okay, then x3 is somewhere here. Okay, then x4 is somewhere here, means closer to the grand mean. This difference will be less. If this difference is less, we will closer to the zero value, and that's the reason the conclusion is a small value of SST support null hypothesis, because the average of all the samples will be equal, and large value means difference is here. This is my first mu1 for x1, this is my second x1, like this. Are you with me, class? Are you getting the concept, or should I repeat it? Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Please repeat.
So when we calculate with the data set, we'll get x1, x2, x3, x4, and x double bar. Now calculate the average of all these four. Check whether it is 50.18 or not. Calculate the average. 44.40 plus 52.47, 51.14, 84 plus
Now it's 49.
almost 50, na, means 49.96 means 50.18, right? Yes, class. See, this is the data. Is this visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's suppose mean of y, first one, m capital Y, mean of young. How to calculate? Average, right? Select the data and enter. This one, I can increase the decimals. Sorry. Right now, class, mean of early middle age. Average, calculate this. Then mean of late middle age. And mean of right. Let's consider this up to 3 decimal place. Okay. Now calculate the average of all this. This is what brand mean, right? Yes, class. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
So by this way we can calculate the values, right? Now calculate SST n1 x1 minus x double bar square n2 n3 n4, right? When you substitute all the value, see, this is the difference of x1 minus grand mean. See, right? This is what? This is our x1. This is 50.18, and here somewhere, which one? 44.40. This one, x1, somewhere here, or somewhere on this axis you can consider here.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
x coordinates has no.
Hmm.
Nothing. I mean, you are going up. I thought it is a left side or right side.
It depends, na. If your 0 is here, then it will be on left side, right?
Yes,
If we
ma'am.
are considering 50.1 as a mean, so definitely 44.40 will be on left
Left
side, na.
side. Yes, ma'am.
So when you calculate this, you will get this. Then S1 square, S2 square, S3 square, sample variance, right? SSE, sample square of error, N1 minus 1, S1 square, N2 square, will get this, right? Now the formula for mean square for treatment is SST minus K minus 1. K minus 1 means number of variable, number of observation in a single sample minus 1, and mean square for errors n minus k, number of observation minus number of variables. And to calculate f test, you can directly calculate this one, mst upon msc, right? See this one. Total number of variables are 3, 4, 4 na, a b c d. Class, middle age, young,
Yes, ma'am. Four variables.
four variable, 4 category, right now. So 4 categories. This is SST which we have calculated. This is 4 minus 1, right? This is number of observation, and minus K is what? 4. Agree? Agree with this
66
or not?
minus 4. Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
362.
Already given number of observation in the
366.
question, 366. So when you subtract 364 from 366, you will get 362. Agree?
Yes, ma'am.
And SSE value is here, right? From this formula. Now you can calculate the F statistics. F statistics MST upon SST, it is 2.79, right? If F statistics, if F statistics is less than F calculated, if F statistics is less than F calculated or F critical value, we can conclude that test is significance. I repeat, if F statistics or is calculated it less than F critical value, we can conclude that test is significance, right? Test is significant. Now, p-value. Since the purpose of calculating F statistics is to determine whether the value of SST is large enough to reject the null hypothesis, if SST is large, F will be large, right now? If SST is large, F will be large. Now, we can apply the same theory on Excel also. When you apply this, you will get p-value. Listen it carefully. You will get p-value as 0.405. Now compare. Every time or by default we use alpha as 5%. 5% means 0.05, right? So when our p-value is less than alpha, what is our conclusion? It rejects the null hypothesis, right? When p-value is less than alpha, it reject the null hypothesis. Agree?
Yes, ma'am.
And p-value is greater than alpha means what? Except h0. Now listen it. P-value is 0.04. Alpha is 0.05. It is less than or greater than case.
Less than, ma'am.
Less than, right now. What does it mean? We reject the null
Null
hypothesis,
hypothesis.
right? We reject the null hypothesis. Where is our hypothesis? Here. We reject this hypothesis, which means what? What should be the conclusion? There is at least two values are there, two means are there which are having some difference. Agree? See,
Yes, ma'am.
we reject the null hypothesis means what? We accept the alternate hypothesis means what? At least two population means differs. How to write this in the in terms of interpretation? It means that there is enough evidence to infer that the mean percentage of assets invested in a stock market differs between four age categories, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear? Or should I repeat it?
Ma'am, one small doubt
Hmm.
regarding this statement. Like, if we want to prove, one second, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am, if we are trying to prove that there is a percentage of assets difference will be based on the four age categories, then generally we can take out the means for all four age categories and can say that, ma'am, if there is a difference, yes, we can reject the null hypothesis and we can accept it. Why we are doing tests?
Because here we want to check interdependency also, and this average with respect to the individual averages of your sample data also,
Okay.
right? And you can calculate this by manually also and by excel also. On excel you can use this is the data, right? This is the data sheet. You can calculate whole this story by the data analysis you are having. Are you having data analysis in toolpack in your
Yes, ma'am.
excel?
Yes, ma'am.
Simply here we are using ANOVA with single
ANOVA
factor.
single factor.
Click on this, you will get the same window. In input range, select the whole range, right? Labels in the first row, alpha value 0.05, and we can check the value result on new worksheet. See, see this one. This is our F value, right? In our manual calculation also we are getting the same value 2.75. Where is it? 2.79, right? Here also 2.79. P value is 0.4051. We can calculate this by the P table or F table, right? And F critical is 2.6. F calculated is 2.7. It is also greater. When F statistics is greater than F critical means test is significant, right? P value is less than alpha means what? Null hypothesis rejected, right? These are the values of MS. These are the value of SS. This is the degree of freedom between the variable. Between groups we are having four groups, so degree of freedom will be n minus 1. Within the complete group total observations are n. So we have to subtract the n minus k. It is 362. Are you with me, class?
Yes, ma'am.
So by this way you can calculate the F statistics or interdependency or variation between the variables with respect to a single variable, and the ANOVA is the tool with the help of which you can calculate or check whether the variables are equal or the mean values are equal with the population mean or not, right? Actually, if I calculate the impact of one variable on other variables, or the variation impact of independent variable, uh, impact of variation in independent variable on dependent variable, right? So this is all about the ANOVA.
Ma'am,
Mhm.
ma'am, can you explain the significance of F statistic? I mean, how we compare that to?
When F statistics is greater than F critical value.
Okay,
When F statistics is greater than F critical value, test is statistically significant.
okay, ma'am.
Statistically significant means whatever you want to prove, whatever you want to check, you will get the conclusion. In general, in simple terminology, if the test is statistically significant, it means that alternative hypothesis accepted, or there are enough evidence to prove alternative hypothesis,
Yes, ma'am.
right?
Yes, got it.
So this is the whole story about the analysis of variance. Okay? Any question? I will take the attendance first. Nishant is there or not?
No, ma'am.
Give me 1 minute. I will note it down. Topic is clear or not?
Clear, ma'am.
Clear, na?
Yes,
10th
ma'am.
of November.
Ma'am,
Hmm?
yeah, it's clear, but it would be more better if you send PPT along with solved example, how to solve in Excel.
How to solve in Excel? It is very easy, Arshad.
More example,
More examples. Yes,
yeah,
yes. Yes, yes.
and please share PPT also.
I can share PPT. 1 minute. Anshul, Faizan, Arshad. Emil. Shivam. Shreyas.
Ma'am, you can send to one. We will send to whole class. There is a group mail, ma'am.
Wait a minute, huh?
Yes.
Suryakant, Prashant, Teja, Yash. Hmm. Aditi, Anshul, Faizan, Harshad, Samuel, Smith, Shivam, Shreyas, Suryakant, Sushant, Teja, and Yash. Right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh. Now tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Huh?
Two Yash are there. I'm Yash Meher.
Oh, so I note your name with your surname. Yash Meher. Hmm. Okay. Huh. What you want? Tell me. Okay, I repeat how to execute the test on Excel. Yes. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Go to data, note it down. Data analysis, ANOVA with single factor, okay, and OK. Here input range, select the whole data in input range, right? Then labeled in the first group, yes, I have selected labeled in the first group. Alpha value will be 0.05, output range or new worksheet, or I can choose the output here also. Let's select the cell where you want output here and OK, right?
Yes.
So which mail ID? Send me that mail ID, group mail ID.
Ma'am, you can't send in a group if you are not a member of that group.
So how to share this PPT? You tell.
Ma'am, I
Send.
can. I'm sending the mail ID of mine so that I can share with the group, ma'am.
Okay, I think I have your mail ID.
Over email.
तेजा, right ना?
Yes, ma'am.
तो अभी सेंड कर रही हूँ. अनोवा.
Ma'am, can you drop your contact number in chat box?
Yes. हाँ, तेजा आपको शेयर किया मैंने.
Yes, ma'am. I'm checking.
This is my contact number. Okay, Harshad?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Teja, received or not?
I'm checking, ma'am. Still not received.
Not received.
1 second. I'm checking, ma'am. Actually, my system got hanged.
Or else, ma'am, you have already my mail ID. Last time you shared some PPT.
Okay. Harshad ना?
Yeah, Harshal.
Harshad, itm.edu.
Yeah.
Yes. Nova. Message sent.
Ma'am, got it, ma'am.
Got it?
I'm sending to the class. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay then. Thank you very much. We'll discuss.